Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Suhey with Suhey Plans, and I like to create journaling and planning content here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Today's video is an exciting one. I am showcasing my 2024 stationery purchase favorites and biggest regrets. Let's not waste too much time and jump right in. So first up in my favorites, this is an investment piece. I think a lot of my favorites you'll see are investment pieces, but this is the Liebe there's like an ampersand pen case. This is a genuine leather pen case. I purchased it for my fountain pen storage. You can see that beautiful texture in the leather, genuine Japanese leather. It has a gorgeous zip that goes almost around the entire cover. And I can hold 6, maybe 7 pens. It's a very generous, and it holds probably like my most valued fountain pens. They're nicely protected, especially on that side pocket there with the flap. And I even have a small pocket here. I have really been enjoying this. I feel like, one, it's been extremely protective of my fountain pens. It looks beautiful. I love the minimalistic look and feel, and the leather is just supreme. And I feel like it's already, it's already gained some of that beautiful shine that comes when your leather has some age and wear. And it has just been a delight to have. And I feel like my fountain pens are really secure. They have this pen case in other shades of brown, and I think there's also a larger capacity pen case for something like 10 pens or more. And those are definitely maybe down the road when I get more of a collection, but I have really loved this pen case. It was an investment, but I think it is well worth it. And I know that I will have this for a long time. So absolutely loving this purchase. Next up, we have, yes. So next up, this was a pretty unexpected purchase this year. I actually have a full review that I will link below. This is a Coach A5 notebook cover. This particular cover was an artist collaboration, and I forget the exact details right now, but I really loved the artistic feel and vibes of this particular cover. It's very creative. It's very different. It has a lot of New York vibes, and I'm originally from New York. So this cover really resonated with me. It really made me think of home. And I actually own the Coach duffel that's in the cover there, and I just was like, wow, this cover reminds me of home. It combines two of my interests, handbags and planning and stationery. And I just have absolutely loved pulling this out, that cool like denim watercolor look. And I have absolutely just loved pulling this out, planning in it. And it just feels, like these items just give me feelings. And this definitely does that. All of my favorites, I think, give me feelings. And that's why they're my favorites this year. But I love this cover. Unexpected, but when I saw it, I didn't think too much about it. I had to pick it up. Gorgeous. I love it. Okay, next up we have a notebook. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it around, and I apologize for all the glare, but this is a Planner Monkey Co. Tomoe River paper notebook. Her notebooks come in several colors, all kinds of sizes, B6, weeks, standard, all kinds of sizes. But there is something about this notebook's paper that I have absolutely just loved writing in. I left my Hobonichi, I left Sterling Inks planners for journaling because I love journaling in this particular notebook's paper. I don't know what it is. It just has me in an absolute trance. I love flipping through the pages. It's 100% grid. This is an A5. Let's see, I have some pages I think filled out in the back. I have just loved writing in this notebook. And as much as I love the writing experience, I also love the feel of the flip. Something about the feel of the flip is all, it's just, maybe it's a planner person thing, it's a journaler thing, but I have just loved flipping these pages and feeling the ink and my writing on them. I love these notebooks. I have left all of my other notebooks for the Planner Monkey Co. notebooks. I will have them linked below as well so that you can check them out. I'm sure there's going to be a Black Friday sale. I'm not exactly sure if they're on the notebooks, but definitely check out her site. And these notebooks are wonderful. I absolutely love them. And I just have a bunch of my personal stickers on this one, but I love these notebooks and they're one of my favorites purchases of 2024. Highly recommend, and I'm really excited to be fully in these notebooks for my 2025 journal. Next up, I have the Hobonichi 2025 Potter Stroll, which is in collaboration with Yoshida and Company. I also have a review of this cover. I use it to hold my A5 Sterling Ink Common Planner, and I absolutely love this cover. It's a cover, but it's also a carrying case. It has amazing organization inside. It holds the planner beautifully. I'm obsessed with these bookmarks. I love that it has the dual zip, and there's also a snap closure on the handle, and that I can also carry it with a strap using the D-rings. I've been able to take this from meeting to meeting, from different locations on campus. I have just absolutely loved this. It is sleek, it is compact, it doesn't feel at all bulky, and it is so lightweight. Having an A5 planner in a leather cover is lovely, but the weight of it all gets really overwhelming. This not only eliminates the heft, but I can also take it with me on the go itself. Absolute win for the year. This is definitely another investment piece. It was not inexpensive, but I believe that this is gonna stand the test of time and truly just last forever. And there are a few things more classic than an A5, right? So I have absolutely loved this, and I definitely plan to move into 2025 with this carrying case as well. And look how sleek and compact that is. It's just amazing. All right, next favorite of 2024. I have a lot of favorites. Is my Louis Vuitton Agenda from the 2024 Christmas animation collection. I get a little weak in the knees every time I hold up this planner or I touch this planner. I love the Mary, I love the Christmas motifs. I just think it's beautiful. And then it has everything we know and love about Louis Vuitton, the quality, the craftsmanship, the luxurious feel of the rings and the covers. It's excellent. And then, you know, the red interior, just an absolute masterpiece. So happy, brings me so much joy, and I'm so excited. I'm probably going to be in this through January, and I'm just so excited that I picked this up. I am very, very tempted to get the regular Agenda, just because of how amazing the quality and feel is of this planner. The Louis Vuitton hype, you know, we know it's hyped, we know it's amazing, but once you feel it for yourself, it really does change the game. So I have really loved this planner. And last but not least in my favorites is the desk that I purchased for 2024. My family and I were in the process of owning a home. I didn't want to invest in a desk until we were in the new space. You know, just like look and the feel, sizing. You should wait for furniture purchases until you're in the space that you want to be in. And I waited and I held off, and it was so hard, but I waited, and I'm so glad I got it because I absolutely love my desk and the hutch that I have on top. The hutch is meant for computer desks, for large computer screens, but I use it as a place to organize my planners. Let me flip the camera around and show you what that looks like. I have absolutely loved this desk. It's so spacious and roomy, and the hutch has been awesome for organizing all of my planner related things. The hutch is linked on my Amazon storefront. The desk is no longer available, but it is just a large, simple white desk. And now for my regrets. Interesting enough, all of my favorites are very much investment-like pieces. And all of my regrets are kind of also in one category, and that is the fountain pen category. Let me show you. So my first regret of 2024 are these Sailor inks. Now, Sailor is an excellent brand. I have another pair here. Excellent, high quality, beautiful colors, lovely shading, absolutely gorgeous. But I did not sample these inks. I did not do very much research at all on their colors, their shading, their inkiness. And when I put them to kind of the use that I was looking for, they didn't quite meet the mark. And it's really my fault. I'm not blaming these inks. It's not your fault. I'm really blaming myself for not doing enough research, not sampling the inks first and kind of just picking them up. And it's regrettable. I don't use them as often as I would like. I kind of force myself to because I have them. But that's kind of a bummer, but that's okay. I've really learned my lesson. Don't buy inks before you try, especially full-size bottles like this. So one of my big regrets, and these are not inexpensive, so definitely a regret from 2024. Next up on my regret lists are some fountain pens. These are Pilot Preras. I have one in a blue and one in a pink. And I first purchased the blue, which is a fine, and I was underwhelmed. And I kind of was annoyed by the piston fill and it not having very much room for ink. Maybe I'm just too used to TWSBI, but that was kind of annoying as well. And I thought, well, maybe if I get a medium, it'll be right, and everything will just magically fall into place. And that did not happen. And so I have two of these pens that are so-so, that don't have a lot of ink capacity, that I'm constantly having to refill, and they're just not bringing a lot of joy. I know they're very highly rated in the planner community, but I really do prefer TWSBIs over these Pilot Preras, and they're in a similar price family. So, but I have two, and I don't love them. And I think I've heard people make the argument, well, if I just do this, you know, it'll be better. And that really failed me. I should have known better, but that's okay. That's what this video is all about. And I have two, so yeah, that's regrettable, isn't it? So the last item on my regret list for 2024 is this absolutely gorgeous Jacquard Urban glass dip pen. This was not an expensive glass dip pen. I got it on Jet Pens. And it came with a little sanding paper. I'll show you kind of what that looks in the box, but I do want to take it out because it's very, very pretty. And it came with a little sanding paper. And to be very honest, I didn't do a lot of research on glass dip. I like the idea of just dipping my pen into something and trying out an ink that way, but I didn't do a lot of research on it. And it came with like a small sanding paper. And I used the sanding paper. See, isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I used the sanding paper, but then I chipped the tip of the glass dip pen. But I think I chipped it almost to like a fault where I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna get the true quality of the pen back. And that's really just like a rookie move, not doing enough research, not reading, not taking enough care with something new like this. And I think I chipped it to the extent where it's not gonna write very well anymore. And I still wanna kind of play around with it and give it another chance. Because look at how gorgeous this pen is in that dark green. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm pretty sure this was under $30. So absolutely gorgeous pen, but I really should have done more research. And I really should have learned more about glass dip pens before I jumped in. And maybe this is one of those situations where you pay for what you get, or you get what you pay for. And maybe had I invested in something a little bit higher in price, I would have gotten something better for my buck. You live and you learn, and I think that's a lot about a lot of my regrets for 2024. Had I recorded this video in 2023, I probably would have had a longer list of regrets. 2022 maybe even more so, but as you keep kind of trying new things, you keep experimenting, you keep learning about yourself, the things that you like, and kind of just about what's out there and the kind of stationery that you can get into. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear like maybe one regret and one favorite purchase from the year. Anything like really cool, any agendas, anything that just like really stands out as a favorite purchase of the year. Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next one.